What is up, guys? Hey, welcome back to my show. This is Rom from Fire Bunch and Fire Bunches. Hey. All right, guys, welcome to today's episode. I'm so glad to be back to here to preaching you guys. I'm sorry, showing you guys my personal experience for job application interviews and my personal experience on my rise and falls in this in the circle. I wouldn't say industry, but in the circle from my past experience. So for today's episode, I have again something about resume. Since we've talked about resume tips for how you're supposed to write your resume to oops, sorry, what I mean is to dodge or bid or go by the ATS. Today I'm going to talk about how do you do with a resume in order to get to the hiring manager. Yeah, the hiring manager. And ooh, look at that. Yep. Hopefully she's a one of kind managers. I would like to talk to you after you guys use my techniques for today's episode. Anyways, from yesterday or from the last episode, I was talking about how to beat the ATS applicant tracking system. So for today, we're gonna do something special. If you would like, I will post the video cards here for you guys to review my previous episode on the ATS. But for some following up techniques for your resume, you're probably gonna ask, why is the ATS so evil, quote unquote, pause, that my resume gonna be scanned out or filtered out? Well, this is why you should, your resume has been gone. I got some research and basically it's all due to the ATS. Of course, we talk about it from last episode. And the data, the research that I found was so brutal that I myself wasn't even aware when I was doing my layoffs periods or the survival mode or doing my job interviews in the past few years. It is so brutal that anyone cannot ignore. Basically, this is from the research that I did from Top Resume. Like I said, it's basically hundreds of resume or application was throwing to the job application system, and pretty much most of the Fortune 500. I know it's sad, right? Most of Fortune 500 are using that quote unquote evil ATS. And because of that, probably 50,000 to 75,000 company receive those many resumes, and only 4 to 6 will be fortunately picked up and sent it to the hiring manager or the hiring team. So, a question to you guys would like to be, well, if in that situation, so what we can do? So how are we supposed to get by or get through not getting scanned out? Well, the basic principle for any game that you're playing or any gambling that you're addicted to is just don't playing. Yeah, stop. Which means that you're not gonna get through, you're not gonna play the rules that little ATS are playing with you or getting your brains out for, right? Well, before that, I have a little disclaimer. I personally believe that this method I'm going to talk about is so efficient that you're probably going to do something wrong with it. So I have a disclaimer. Hey, the following content will be only for your reference and demonstration purposes only. An audience of you guys will be only responsible for any consequences should you use that following content for suggestions. So, you ready? Okay, here we go. The first method I'm going to talk about is, yes, using your network in person. Not some fake networks, not some drinking networks, your actual network, your professional network. Based on the research that I did from Apollo Technical, that 85%, almost 85% job offer was provided to people that was looking for jobs through their own networks. So, hey, keep that in mind. And secondly, yes, you can do it by LinkedIn, no sponsorship, pause, or something else. But either way or any ways, you have to do in person, right? Otherwise, it's no difference that you did it or you done it through ATS. The second will be from social events, career fair. I think even nowadays you can do it through some shows, exhibitions, or vendor speaking, or vendors shows, or some professional shows. I remember that in Texas every year they have this offshore like oil and gas shows or exhibitions, and that was like open field for open offers for jobs. You can definitely meet some of your potential hiring managers in over there. And the 30, which is the best that worked on me, is snail mail, which I would talk about later in this episode. But it's pretty much that you'll deliver your resumes, your application in person to the hiring manager, which could be the ideal case that I have applied for myself, and I actually got some offers from this method, and it's also the main reason that I use the disclaimer. So what it is, let's see. How does snail mail work? Literally, I call it snail mail is because it's slow. Pretty much, you have to find yourself the contact information from your job description, from the job that you applied, from the companies, or whatever that information related to your job that you're applying to. And then you can use disclaimer here, okay? And then you can use some social network, social platforms, and find out who the job hiring manager is or are behind the job description. I mean, literally, there's one job that I actually found the job hiring manager's name on it, and I used some Google engines legally and social network, social platforms, and I found which office the hiring manager was back then. And I think I still keep in contact with him because he's really interesting person to be networking with, right? And then you mail them means that you prepare your job applications in paper and your resumes. So, we had last episode talking about no fancy resume format, but for this case, you can actually use some little bit fancier resume format to mail your stuff to that hiring manager. And I actually call it snail mail, which means that I usually use USPS, that is trackable and also cheaper comparing to that FedEx. But if you think the job is really soon to be gone and it's time concerned about applying a job, you can use snail mail. And the last process and last step I believe is really important is the following up with your mail. And how are we going to do it? Well, you do it efficiently, you do it friendly, but not as pest. I'm going to talk about it in the later episode. Yeah, as always. So, you think that's interesting? Well, I actually already share more details with you guys. That is, yeah, I'll keep you guys in tune for the later episode. But if you want to check more details, I believe I have the episode talking about the job that I landed on the offer. And that was exactly one of the job that I used my method here to get to the opportunity to talk to the job hiring manager and their hiring team, and also moved further with the job offer right after the in-person interview. So I'm gonna put link here so you guys can check it what I was doing during that interview, and then actually a live recording audio right there. So like I'll keep you guys in tone. But hey, this is the initial episode that I give you guys what was working for me and how did I get to the hiring manager from the the methodology that I claimed is really easy and really working efficiently. So again, hey man, this is the end of the episode. It's very short and quick. Well, but I hope this is working for you guys. This is Rom. If you like, dislike, just comment. If you like, subscribe and share. And I'll see you guys when I see you in the next episode. Peace out. Hey, hey, hey.